Hi guys, I'm back for another installment. I just wanted to let you know I'm in the Vermillion River Valley. Very windy day, and there's a lot of rocky outcrops and bluffs that I'm walking through right now. Discovered some interesting rock formations, some small gorges or openings in the rock face below it, which appear like shelters, cave-like. I've walked through them. Haven't found any prints, but it's a lot of rubble and rocky terrain. Very hard to get an impression in this kind of ground. I did find prints in this area earlier this year, I believe last April, and we're going to continue the search for evidence. So stay tuned, guys, and yeah, I'm going to try to go silent on the narrative and continue walking through this area and see what I can find. There's an opening right there. A lot of areas to shelter in these rocky bluffs. And it's Friday, day after Thanksgiving, mid-afternoon. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I didn't forget about you. I'm still active. More to a limited degree right now because we've gotten a lot of freezing temperatures and rain mixed with snow. And it's been overcast pretty badly, very hard to film in with the overcast skies. So we're going to continue up out of this area and continue on. There's the area I just climbed out of. Here's a falls, or a lot of riprap and boulders and rocks that when the water level on the river's low, you can cross to the other side, which I'm going to do, if not this year, the beginning of next spring. Right now, it's, with the rain we've got, it's hard to cross that one section of falls or that one turbulent area right here. I'll zoom in. That would be a section I'd have to cross on foot, and I'm not going to attempt it. With the amount of rain we've had recently, its water level's gone up. I've seen it down far enough in the past where you can actually cross to the other side right there. I hope everybody's getting this on audio. I've heard a lot of strange howls and barks and even sort of distant whoops and howls in this region along the Vermillion River, along with the associated prints. And My conclusion is there is activity, but only around certain times of the year when they're passing through this area, hunting or going to other areas where they have better cover and concealment. We got some indications of deer, what appears to be coyote, and even raccoon tracks in this area. So there is game. I want to say the temperatures have been sort of at freezing in the low 30s during the night, and usually hovering in the high 40s, low 50s during the day. But today's just unseasonably warm. Even though it's late fall, it's 65, 64 degrees today. So strange weather. I'm going to try to proceed out of this area before it gets totally dark, being the days are much shorter. Here's a ridge above the river valley, above the Vermillion River valley. I just wanted to give you guys a taste of what the landscape looks like in this area. You can barely see the river below. Let me see if I can. There was a glint of the river behind this brush. I'm going to zoom in, and it's hard to resolve the river in the background with all the foreground brush. And it's real windy today, guys, so hopefully you're picking up my audio. There's an obvious deer trail right here that descends from this ridge line down into the river valley, right directly in front of me. It may be hard to pick up, but it's, with my naked eye, it's pretty obvious. Here, right here is a good track of a big, good deer impression of a pretty good sized buck right there. So there are a lot of game trails for deer in this area. And this is about, I want to say 55, 60 yards from where I recorded those, what I believe were footprints of a juvenile Sasquatch in the mud. So I come down to this area occasionally to look for evidence, although this isn't my chief or main location for searching for evidence. I make it a habit to get back to this area at least, if not once a month, once every other month, to look for activity. So guys, I'm going to sign off for now. If things get interesting, I'll resume with another clip, but I'll say so long for now, and maybe I will be back. Bye-bye. I'm back, guys. I just wanted to give you another sort of scenic view of an area that I think has Sasquatch activity, like I said, at certain times of the year, and sort of give you a bird's eye view from right below the ridge line overlooking the river. There's a river right there. And the descending valley from where I'm standing right here. Extremely windy today, so there's going to be a lot of wind noise even with my my windscreen on my microphone. Some of the rocky outcrops all along this ridge line and below it it's everywhere along the Vermillion, and actually along most of the rivers in this area. So there is indications of small caves. I believe there may be evidence of a karst system along the river valleys, the Illinois, Vermillion, even the Rock River in this area. So if people want to talk about or mention that Bigfoot or Sasquatch or underground dwellers, they certainly have the habitat in this area to do so. There are some weird-shaped trees, I'll say that. There's one right there. It takes a 90 coming out of the ground, takes another 90 going straight up, and then a third 90 right at the top. Almost like it's been shaped in that fashion. There it is there. Very weird, misshapen trees. And I know some of them could be, I know Native Americans refer to them as trail markers, and I know some of them can be ancient trail markers. Some of these trees are old, some are the younger ones, I believe, were shaped or bent that way. Potentially by Bigfoot, just something to think about. I'm saying that's a possibility. I'm not saying that's a fact or it's just something that's an opinion I've had for a long time. So, just want to give you guys a feeling of what this area looks like. So I'll resume potentially further up the trail. If not, you'll see this video clip uploaded. So see you later, guys.